Take me grande. Da, 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 da. Got it. Got it. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Golly, man, that hurts. 2020, man, Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, Fred the Godson. Obviously, you know, with the George Floyds and the Breonna Taylors and 2020 has just been heavy, and it's not even over yet. You got 2020 is gonna go down in history as a very historic year. Pandemic. Chadwick Boseman. A lot of us didn't even know that he was battling colon cancer very young. Been battling colon cancer for over 4 years. Went through the chemo, went through the treatments. 43 years old. So that means that he had it in his late 30s. What a time to be alive. It's frightening to think about that, you know, as a young black dude, as a young black man, you're like, man, that's young. 50 is still young, you know, but shoot, 60s is young, depending on how you look at it and how you live your life. But I know this definitely caught everybody off guard. And you know it's gonna come up. Like, people are gonna be thinking like, dang, so what's gonna happen with Black Panther now? Obviously, they probably just gonna replace him with somebody, but I can't even think about that right now. Like, it's way too soon to be thinking about movies or whatever. This is this movie Marshall, 42. Just not only his career and his acting chops, but just who he was as a person, on screen and off screen, and how he carried himself. Man, we losing a lot of good people out here, and some of it is just natural causes like cancer. And it got me thinking a lot, like, my family, my tribe, our health, the things that we have been having to face health-wise, and how we got to be more mindful and intentional about our health. And it's a lot of this stuff that we going through, it's almost like inherited, or, you know, we learning on the fly, we learning as we go. But we need to, especially those that are going through certain things, we got to educate the next generation, and even not the next generation, the current generation, on like how to be more mindful about how we maneuver, how we treat our mind, our emotions, our spirit, our physical being, and like get that in tune and calibrated. So that's the culture of the family, of the tribe, that we can have a clear mind, a healthy body, a productive and beautiful spirit, and have control of our emotions, energies, waves, and vibrations and frequencies. We need those to be firing at 100%. We need those to be balanced, and we need them to be clean. So our output is clean. If our input is clean, our output is clean. It's like, it's the saying of you are what you eat. So what you put in your body becomes a part of you. What you put in your mind becomes a part of you. What you put in your spirit becomes a part of you. What you put in your emotions becomes a part of you. Thoughts become words. Words become action. Action becomes a habit or a routine. Habit and routine becomes like the destiny. It's a sad time that we losing a lot of good people out here, but it's also a reminder that the mark that people have left in the community, in the world, in the culture. How are we leaving behind our name and our legacy? Is that intact? Is that not questionable? Are we living up to our name? Are we living up to our legacy? Dang, Chadwick Boseman, man. Even before he got the role of Black Panther, I was a fan of this guy. I can't help but think, because I know it's gonna come. I know people are gonna talk about it, but Black Panther is gonna be it's gonna be a big talk about that coming soon. And I wonder, do they bring back Michael B. Jordan? They bring back Michael B. Jordan, and because at the end of Black Panther 1, Chadwick Boseman character T'Challa said, "We can still save you, brother." And he said, "Nah." Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, said, "Nah, throw me over the boat with my ancestors," because they knew that they'd rather be free than be a slave. I know I didn't get that quote just right, but they'd rather be free than in bondage. From that scene, one could still say they saved him anyway, and they didn't put him in bondage. And now that he is a part of the Wakanda culture and the Wakanda tribe and family, and he is a royal bloodline, that he took over as the new king. Because what they gonna, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, where can the storyline go from here? Or, like, would they bring in a new T'Challa? I mean, maybe they have to, because if they follow in the comic books. But Marvel they do what they want to do, so they technically they don't have to follow the comic book. More than likely, they probably gonna bring in a new T'Challa to keep that storyline going. But it would be interesting if they entertained Killmonger being Michael B. Jordan coming in and fulfilling that role as Black Panther. It's just a new storyline. It's almost like an alternate universe where Killmonger survived and maybe T'Challa didn't. Or like something happens where T'Challa gets blame it on Thanos. No, but I like Killmonger coming back. and changing. This would change the comics completely though, but changing from being a villain to being a superhero. So he's almost like what they call those, like, what is Batman? He's like a it's a name for it. I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's like when you a superhero, but you kind of like a dark superhero, kind of like Batman, like Spawn, like, you know, he's kind of like, he's a good guy, but don't get on his bad side. Even if you another good guy, he'll tune you up. You know, I don't think Chadwick Boseman would want us to be sad and moping around. I think he would want us to celebrate him, his legacy, his name, the things that he has accomplished, the things that he was passionate about, that he stood for. So I don't want to make this video about being sad and crying and all that stuff. I want to celebrate our heroes, and we need to start doing that more often, to celebrate our heroes while they still around, while we still got them. So it don't come to these type of moments where it's such a devastating blow that we are down in the gutters for a while and we don't know how to pick ourselves back up. No, like, they gave us a certain type of energy, wave, vibe, and frequency to say, hey, this is part of life. We all know this is part of life. Why are we acting like this is brand new? There's two things for certain: life and death. Life and death. So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa, Black Panther. You're more than just that character. You're more than that name. Your legacy will go on, and we appreciate you. Peace, love, smiles, truth, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. You might be gone, but you dang sure ain't forgotten. I care if don't nobody else care, and clearly the world cares. We all care. Health is wealth, so take care of self. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to nature. The universe will support you. I love y'all. I love y'all. Wakanda forever. You hear me? I thought I told you. I tried to told you. Wakanda forever. Love you.